Caution. A virus has been detected.
Good morning, Kelsey. It's Wednesday, June 15th, and I'm really excited because today I don't have to come up with another punishment. I'm glad you liked our new intro enough to use it. I'm not entirely happy with it, but it's shorter and therefore less annoying, and so we'll keep it. Today's kind of been a lazy morning for me. I slept in a little bit because I stayed up last night trying to finish an episode of So You Think You Can Dance. I ended up prancing around my room pretending that I actually could dance and didn't feel at all like sleeping, so instead I cracked open a book and thought that that would probably calm me down. Well, this is about how it went. You did not just use a semicolon like that. Most people who have been in a creative writing class with me know that a semicolon wrongly used is my arch-nemesis. In critiques, I took a lot of joy circling wrongly used semicolons. I pretended I was imprisoning them. I also took a lot of joy in ranting about them. See, there seem to be these myths about semicolons. 1. Semicolons make you look smarter. That might be true if you use them correctly. 2. Semicolons add style to your writing, if you use them correctly. And 3, that Microsoft Word knows where to put them. I cannot tell you the number of times that someone has said that they put a semicolon in because Microsoft Word suggested it. Human communication is wholly alien to computer programs. There's a reason why Google Translate is such an imperfect tool. Computer languages work on logic. A plus B always equals C. Human languages do not. You cannot find word A in German and say that it will always equal word B in English. And while it is fun to take, say, the Icelandic portion from the credits song of How to Train Your Dragon and put it into Google Translate because you get such spectacular lines as "Wonder, wonder, sternum apart," please do not trust the computer to understand human language better than a human. Don't let it tell you where to put punctuation. There are really only 3 places I ever want to see a semicolon. The first is in a list. Now, most lists you can get away with just using a comma, but sometimes you end up with items in your list that already require a comma, and then you need to separate each item with a semicolon. For instance, semicolons come in real handy when you're ordering pizzas for 40 people. Yes, I'd like to order 10 pizzas. I would like 1 large hand-tossed with bacon and ground beef, semicolon. 1 large hand-tossed with green peppers, onions, and mushrooms, semicolon. 1 small hand-tossed with anchovies and pineapple, semicolon, and on and on and on. Semicolons used in lists don't bother me so much. The second place you should use a semicolon is between 2 sentences which you want to relate to each other more than just knowing that one follows directly after the other. This is the one that most people don't seem to get. Yes, you must have 2 complete sentences on either side. You can test this really simply by just replacing your semicolon with a period. If it doesn't work and you end up with a sentence fragment on either side, you don't use a semicolon there. You probably need a comma or a dash or a colon or something else. Now say you put a period in there and it works. You have 2 complete sentences. Congratulations, you crossed the first hurdle, but I still might argue with you. As long as you've got that period just sitting there between your 2 sentences, really look at it. Do you actually need for those 2 sentences to be more connected than just following one after the other? What am I supposed to get from the fact that Rick's car is blue and blue is your favorite color? Is Rick's car your favorite car? Did Rick buy that car because blue is your favorite color? I don't know. If they just happen to be coincidental facts, you don't need a semicolon there. Now take the sentence, Ronald jumped out of a plane, semicolon, he died. The semicolon there is actually quite useful because if you'd put a period there, there might have been some questions about how Ronald died. However, with the semicolon there, it's quite clear that jumping out of the plane caused Ronald's demise. The third place I want to see a semicolon is at the end of a sentence in Greek. In Greek, a semicolon is a question mark. Which actually, once I learned that, it made it easier to deal with people that were using semicolons wrong. I simply made everything before the semicolon a question and everything after the semicolon their answer, and it didn't make any more sense, but it made me laugh a lot more and rant a little less. Kelsey, I've got to go. I'll see you tomorrow.